Oh my goodness. Hello. We got a box. We're gonna open the box, or rather, I mean, it's already been opened, but I mean, we can pretend to open the box. Power down. I was 5 when Dino Thunder aired, and it was my everything. I grew up in a time where I had to earn everything, and I still am in that, right? At the time, my parents didn't really have the money to afford a Megazord, and that was like something I always wanted. I mean, it took me a long time to even get a Dino Morpher. Over time, I realized that 1, I'm a working adult, and 2, things like this have some sort of a time limit. There's no telling when people will just stop selling their Dino Megazord, or when they'll just spike the price exponentially anyway. So I decided to go for it, and I think I might have found something that I've been looking for 20 years. In general, like, I've never really had an affinity for Megazords at all. I just never really cared. This is the only one that I've ever looked after, just because it was Dino Thunder. I've looked in it, but I haven't touched anything. I lost audio, so I had to re-record stuff.
Don't come crying to me when you fall in a giant sinkhole.
Wow. I feel like a little kid. I feel like a kid again. Oh, look at him. Oh. Connor! So while I'm getting all this stuff out, the Thundersaurus Megazord was the first Megazord of Power Rangers Dino Thunder. It was donned by Connor, Kira, and Ethan after they were able to tame their respective Dino Zords, the Tyrannosaur, Tricer, and Teras Zords. It was just so cool and so sleek, and I always loved the transformation sequence for it, the little animated sequence that they always played for it. It was so cool to me. Okay, so I'm going to have to put the Tyrannosaur together. Clorox.
Oh yeah, baby, yeah.
You don't know, whenever I get a new Japanese toy, I always disinfect it and wipe it. I don't care if the person that sold it to me did that beforehand or not. They always get wiped, they always get cleaned and disinfected myself, because you will often notice lots of different pieces of dust, pieces of just debris and grime, and you know, this is 20 years old.
Yeah,
So
baby, yeah.
like, oh, there's the arms. And I think I snapped that together. Oh, this must be the Tyrannotail because it spins. I want to do this without looking at photos because I want to trust that I know the Zords. That's not right. That doesn't seem right. Is he that tall? I don't know if that's right. Oh, I think that's right. No way he's this tall. That doesn't make sense. You can't even see him. Oh, I think I did it. So this is the Tyrannosaur. Look at him. He's so cool. This is Connor's main Zord in Power Rangers Dino Thunder, the Red Ranger, and it's just a Tyrannosaurus. This has always been my favorite Tyrannosaurus, and that might just be a Dino Thunder bias. I just love the way he looks. He's so menacing and tall, but he also just looks like a friend. I love the tail. He can use the Tyranno tail to like drill and stuff. And he's just always been really, really cool to me. I love the Tyrannosaur so much. And I didn't even know that you can move his mouth up and down. Like, look at that. Oh, the head's in there. Look at that. Wow. Hello, friend. Hello. I'm gonna put you right here.
I'm your friend, Triceratops. Weak old fish sticks.
Okay, hand, can you open his mouth too? Open. You can open his mouth. Wow. Yeah, so the seller told me that there was a broken joint in here. You can kind of see it right on this one right in there. That's okay. I trust that it'll still be okay. It looked fine on the listing. So it goes in like that. Pull his little feet out. Has the Triceratops always had this little piece sticking out? I don't remember that. Maybe that's wrong. Maybe I'm doing something, because I don't remember a piece like that sticking out on the Triceratops. Again, I could be completely wrong. Maybe he has, because it's going in perfectly fine. Anyway, there's a Triceratops, Ethan's main Zord in Dino Thunder, the Triceratops. Again, my favorite Triceratops. Dino Thunder, and I mean just Abba Ranger by proxy, in general, always just had, to me, the best designs for dinosaurs. They're very simple, they're very sleek, and they get across what they are trying to get across. The color scheme is really nice, just silver, and then the main color itself. I've always just really liked the dinosaur designs. Now, of course, again, mine has a broken joint on the back, but nothing too egregious. It snaps in perfectly fine still, so nothing I can really complain about. I love the Tricerazord.
Terazord! We can be friends, right? What? Is someone gonna tell me what they really think?
I will. Connor.
No.
Years ago, and even still, like this year, I was looking, and you know, they did sell at one point the Terazord by itself. I think they sold all the dinosaurs by themselves, right? I could be completely wrong about that, but I saw a box that had the Terazord by itself in it, and I was going to just go for that because at one point I just wanted the Terazord. You know, I love Kira, I love the Yellow Ranger, I love everything about Dino Thunder, but the Yellow Ranger specifically, I really liked a lot. But eventually I was like, let me just go for the Megazord itself. Why not? I mean, I'm going to want to do that anyway at some point. Oh, wait a minute. Oh, you couldn't even see it and I dropped it. So let me try it again. So the helmet slots underneath or clicks in kind of like that. And then the feet rotate. It seems right. It doesn't look right. I think it's because I've never really had the Zords this close to me at all or anywhere near my vicinity, so it feels weird having them up close and trying to figure out how they work. No, that's wrong. That's wrong. That doesn't make sense. Why is she just not clicking in? Is that right? Oh, it clicks in from behind. I understand. Oh, that makes so much more sense. Terazord, look at that. Kira's main Zord in Power Rangers Dino Thunder. The Yellow Ranger's main Zord was the Terazord. Pterodactyl, whatever, Pteranodon, I don't really care. It's funny, when you look up Terazord now, a lot of the time you're mainly going to get the Dino Charge Terazord, whatever that was, Terra Gordon and Kyoryuger. You're going to get that one, and I find that really frustrating because Dino Thunder had very specific nicknames for all of the Zords, and the fact that another Zord from a completely different series can just come and take that is like a little obnoxious and annoying, you know, because it kind of just pushes the other one out. But I love this. I love this a lot. The Terazord is one of my favorite Zords of all time. So I love that it's just here with me now. I love them. You can't even see all of them. I love them. I love them. Okay, so let's put them together. I'm assuming these come off to a certain degree. That, and I believe, yes, okay, so that makes sense because the Tyrannosaurus tail is supposed to be over here. Upside down? Oh, wow, that's cool. His head in the middle. Ooh! You can pull the head out just like that. Like his legs. And then she should just slide right in here. Oh. Whoa. The Thundersaurus Megazord. That's crazy. That is, again, it's been 20 years. I've never owned the Dino Megazord. That's so cool. I've always loved how the colors come together. It's so pretty. It's such a pretty thing to look at. And a lot of Megazords are sort of hit and miss with me, but the fact that this is just 3 and it looks this amazing is so cool to me. He's a giant robot man. I love that. Now, this is the Abba Ranger version, of course. So it's the Tyrannotail spins. I don't know if this takes batteries or if it does actually spin. I don't really care, honestly. I don't care if it moves or not. That's so cool. Look at him. I don't know what else to say. I've always wanted, again, I've always wanted the Thundersaurus Megazord as part of my collection, but like, I just never really went for it. And Dino Thunder specifically is one of the only seasons where people just love selling their belongings of it, missing pieces. If you look for the Dino Morpher, you're a lot of times going to find the Morpher base with no faceplate, like this by itself. Sometimes you'll find it with just the Tyranno plate. Sometimes you'll find it with no faceplate at all, and people will sell them for exorbitant amounts. And it's the same thing for the Megazord. You'll find a lot of times a Megazord with no helmet at all, like, which is also the Terazord feet. So if you're gonna get a Megazord with no Terazord feet or helmet at all, you're gonna find people selling the helmet itself for like $100 because it's a missing piece of a 20-year-old item. You know, it's a lot of things like that. Missing the Tricerazord tail. It's very common. You'll see things like that, and that's part of what I feel told me to go for it, was because, you know, things like this have some sort of a time limit on them in just the public space. Like it's so old that, like, you know, people played it with them as a kid, and eventually they're gonna lose the pieces for them, and it's a little annoying, admittedly. I love that this is part of my collection. Thank you guys so much for being part of this channel. Thank you guys for joining and watching the content on the channel, especially new people coming from the White Thunder video, from the Dino Thunder videos in general, Power Rangers, history. Thank you guys so much for being here. We've accomplished milestones from just you guys being here, and I hope you guys stick around and enjoy all the content that's coming to the channel. You guys make everything possible. And again, I could not be here without you all. It might sound cliche, but legitimately, things like this would not have been able to happen without you guys. And I thank you so much for allowing me to do this and have fun doing this and just be a kid again almost. You know, it's a lot of fun, and I could not do it without you. And as always, hope you all having a wonderful night, day, morning, whatever it may be for you. And thank you guys so much for boarding my rainbow line. I'll see you guys at the next stop. See you.
Alicia, Andrew, Austin, Brandon, Katie, Disney Captain, Donnie, Emilia, Helen, Ian, Junior the Hedgehog, Matthew, Mia T. Toon, Prima Donna,